Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dragons of Tokyo and the Orlando Orbits. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Going to the air right away, Hooker. And incomplete to open things up. But you look at this defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Hooker throwing again on second down. Caught by Cobb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Hooker now on play action. Out to his left. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Akers back-to-back catches. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
70 Rangers, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 19 Lions.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you draw your quarterback? Make sure you see your guys open before you deliver.
That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Ready?
Akers will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
I'm not lying. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Reload.
They'll look to run with Akers. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Hooker going to try and throw for it. forced out to his left. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 52 yards.
Boy, of all the guys on the field to lose track of, how do you lose track of him? I think even he was surprised at all the space he had. You just hoping your quarterback sees you in that spot. Fortunately, he did, and it leads to a gigantic play.
Flushed out right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd down. But you look at this defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Hey, middle. 180.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Hooker's going to throw it. And incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Off play action. Here's Hooker. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Hooker's and the throw here caught by Addison. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hooker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Now a give running left is Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 24 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Oh, good move. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll send Adams in motion left.
Hey, Ozzie, shut up. Hey. No, we changed it. Go ahead.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And touchdown! Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 75. And the Orbits add 6 to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3rd and 20.
60 boxes. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 average. 60 average.
Looking to throw. Hooker under pressure. They got him again. Roquan Smith. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Take it on.
Quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And quickly they get to the line. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll send a big tight end in motion right. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This is 2nd and 8.
Middle.
Again, Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Danielle Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
18, Pioneer. Warriors 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. Open man, here is Cobb. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Okay, ready?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Hooker. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown! Cam Akers. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dragons are back within a score.
18 Rattlers.
Hooker going to try to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 2nd and 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this. It's a fake. Rolling to his left. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Eckler will take it in. Touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing. Hooker. Caught left side by Cobb. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Ready? Seven Pirates. Dragon 60.
Here's Hooker. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
70 Rangers.
Hooker to the air yet again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 19 Lions, 79 Broncos.
Trying to throw again here, Hooker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Drop 60, drop 60.
2nd and 10, Hooker back to the air. Complete. Jefferson the target. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Hooker. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
18 ready, 18 ready. Buffalo 18. Come 19. Come 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. They pass.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He may go. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Up the middle with Eckler. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And look at this, another fake, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's Hooker. Akers back-to-back catches. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Now Hooker. That's out to the flat for Akers. Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run here with Akers. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Back to throw, Hooker. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, report!
Now Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Come on. Hey.
And they take a knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They hand off to their big tight end. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
for it with Akers. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Tokyo, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Orlando, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.